Hey folks, welcome to iHeart Board Games, where today it's Drew,
Hey.
it's Cortland, and Jesse. We're going to be talking about the top 10 games to bring to your family. These are the top 10 family games, top 10 family favorites. There's many ways to label this, but if you have a family, they might be interested in these games. So, you don't have a family?
Out of luck.
Yeah. Sorry. Didn't think that one through. All right. So, let's talk about them. And just like another list we did, which you may have seen already, they've come up with their top 10s. There's bound to be some crossovers. So we could spend this whole time talking about crossovers, but I'm going to set my list aside for the end. They're going to talk about their honorable mentions now and talk about crossovers while we get to them.
Ooh.
So,
Okay.
I don't really have anything I want to talk about now, but when we get to the end, we can just go through the list and
so Drew,
discuss.
no honorable mentions?
I have an honorable
Go
mention.
ahead.
Okay, my honorable mention that was so close, is Bristol 1350.
Oh, wow.
Bristol 1350 is a really cute little game. You're like either getting the plague or pretending to not have the plague so you can infect other people.
Yeah.
And jumping little carts, trying to race your cart and to be the first one out. And we have played this game with my family who are not board gamers, as well as some of our friends that are, and it's a hit every time. It's so fun to kick people out of your cart, or they're trying to get to your cart and you whip them back, and it's just so fun. I love the game, and when I was talking to my sister about this list today, actually, and she's not a board gamer, she's like, "Oh, I love the Plague one," talking about this one. So,
She does, yeah.
Yeah, I
It's a
think
good game.
it's a good honorable mention, and it's a little small box. It actually looks like a book, which is really cute. So yeah, that's my honorable mention.
I like that.
That's wild. So of the book, there's a bunch of them
Yeah.
in the book
We don't
series.
It's the only one I've ever played.
That's the one I haven't played.
Okay.
We have
Interesting.
We have it, yeah. It's fun.
All
Yeah,
right.
I didn't really. I have a long list. We can just go through it and just to discuss stuff later. I don't really have an honorable mention.
Did you have any other honorable mentions?
No, that's my
That's the only one. All right, so
Let's
Drew,
jump
you can
into
kick
it.
off.
Yeah, jump in. Number 10.
Number 10. My number 10 family game is Suro. Or Suro.
Yeah, yeah.
However you say it.
The
Super
the way of
fun.
the path, I believe. Is
Yeah, it's a light game. It's a tile playing game. You place your tile down and move your little dragon rock thing along the path. Last one standing wins. Simple, but it's a good game. It's a lot of fun. I've always had a great time playing it with whoever, family.
Yeah. It's a lot of fun to make people fly off the board.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of, I kind of did like pretty much games that I could play with anyone. Like they're typically lighter-ish games.
Yeah.
on
I think
my
that's a good pick.
Yeah.
There's many games that do something like that. There's Metro. There's Streetcar. Have y'all heard of those?
No.
So, Metro is think Suro, except you have 8 different things going on. So everyone has 8 different trains they start with. And so if you lose one, you're still in the game because your other 7 are still going. So you're constantly trying to get people out first.
Yeah.
But you're hoping 1 or 2 of your trains will get a decent path going to get you points because you get a point for each tile you cross over.
That sounds
Oh,
fun.
nice.
Metro.
Yeah,
There you
it
go.
sounds a little bit more complicated.
If
than
you like
Suro.
Suro, check out Metro.
Yeah.
Yep.
If then.
Okay. My number 10 is a game that we have played with our families. We have played with our friends, just like Bristol. And it's just a good time every time. And it's Mysterium.
Yeah.
Great game.
Great game.
I should've put it on
love the
my
game.
list.
I love being the ghost.
I love
It is.
Mysterium.
I loved hiding behind the little like dungeon master little player mat,
screen.
giving people their little clues and then
Yeah.
watching them try to figure it out. And sometimes it's completely spot on the money, and many times it is off in left field. But I love it every time.
And
it's
the best
so
part
fun.
is that the people playing
It's like a
with the
co-op.
clues, they can help each other. So if someone's not like sure how to play or not really
Yeah.
a gamer, we work together.
And it's just pictures. Like, it's just trying to figure out who, it's like Clue, but better. It's just trying to figure out, like, who's your
Dixit,
person
really.
with these abstract pictures. Yeah, it's like Dixit and Clue smashed together.
Yeah. I love that game.
It's a great game.
I
But
think
yeah.
a good pick. Yep. And there have been other ones that have tried to do what they do. Like Rear Window is a Target version of Mysterium in a way. And for some reason, it's good, but I don't think it's good as Mysterium.
Such
I haven't
a good
played that
game.
one. Actually, Mysterium is on the list. It just didn't make my 10.
Oh, okay.
But my number
9.
My number 9 is Century.
Yep.
Spice Road, Gollum Edition.
We have Gollum.
We have Gollum. I haven't played any
I
of
have the originals.
expansions.
Have you
Oh,
played
Any
the
of the
Gollum
other stuff.
I've played the
What is that,
Gollum one.
East
I like the
Asia
Gollum
or
one a lot.
no? That's Wingspan.
Yeah,
Right. Eastern Kingdoms. is what
Eastern
it's called.
that's what it was.
Eastern
Yeah.
Wonders. That's what it is. Eastern Kingdoms is another game.
Yeah, it's just a great game, like an engine builder.
Yeah.
Almost, you build, kind of add to your hand to trade the gems to try and collect the cards.
Yeah.
Simple, but it's a fun little strategy game.
We played it at Christmas with my parents.
We have.
And we played
know
it recently.
We played it recently. I don't know if we played it with my parents.
I don't think so.
We played it with friends who were, and it's fun.
And it's more of a thinker.
It might be a little harder than like Suro for sure.
Definitely, yeah, definitely.
It might be one of the hardest on this list.
Definitely not super difficult, but a little bit of strategy to it.
It's maybe not the hardest, but it's
I think the base game is the best entry point to it.
yeah.
My favorite of the three is the final one. I don't know what it's called on the Gollum edition, but it's a worker placement game.
Oh wow,
So it uses the
okay.
cards to do worker placement.
Cute.
that sounds fun.
Love worker placement.
I also like working.
Well, my number 9 is not a worker placement, but still a hit. And it is Machikoro 2.
Oh,
You have to
Okay.
be. You have to.
It's the second one's so much better than the first
You know,
one.
some
first
people
one is not
prefer one, and
Those
it
people are
upsets
wrong.
me. I
Yeah.
agree.
I could just Cheese Factory all day. The original.
Yeah, you don't want like there's a set strategy to just go out there and win. You got to have the random to try and make decisions with what you have.
But Machikoro 2, I really like it. It's a little dice rolling game. You pick your cards, like you buy your cards, and then you get money based on the type of card. So you can get money on other people's turns. You can get money on only your turn. You can force someone to have to pay you if they roll something on their turn if you have the red cards. It's super quick, super fun. Kind of take thatty in a sense with the red cards, which I don't usually like. But this game is just so lighthearted and I just really enjoy it. And it's once you're getting to those monuments and you have 2 and I have 2 and who's gonna get the most money?
Comes down to that one big roll.
Yeah, that one roll that gives you the money that you need and then you win.
Have you
It's-
played
it's
Space
a good
Base?
game. No. Wait, no, that's not true. Yes, I have.
Do you have a preference?
I think I still prefer Machikoro.
I think
I
I
like Space
prefer
Base.
Space
Yeah.
Base, but I agree that Machikoro is more simpler to understand.
Yes, because Space Base, I think like certain races are more prone to have certain, if you roll certain things. Is that the same game?
No, maybe not.
Yeah.
It's
Space Base is
basically
simple.
like Machikoro.
Yeah.
But the little additions and the symbols, there's just some of them are a little harder to understand than Machikoro.
I feel like I am thinking.
And it
of
goes
that
one.
game.
It goes 1 through 12
Yeah.
on there. So you roll 2 dice, or the person rolls 2 dice, and it activates on every turn. Does Machikoro
Yeah,
do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Depends on the card.
You can
Same
break it
for-
down, so you can combine the 2 dice, or you can use them as singles. So you could do like a 1 and 3, or I could just do the 4,
Ah,
or something like that.
maybe I haven't played it. I don't know.
And it goes all
not
the way
ringing
to
a
12.
bell.
It's, in my opinion, better than Machikoro, but I would rather have Machikoro in my collection just because I can play it with anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little simpler to understand.
And I love it. It's a cute little game. But yeah, that's my number 9, Machikoro 2,
2, the sequel.
the sequel.
Number 8. Number 8 could be replaced with Sushi Go, but it is not Sushi Go. It's Planted. It's basically like Sushi Go with the card drafting,
Yeah.
but you're collecting
Wow.
resources with those cards to make your plants. So it just adds a little extra to it, but not too much. I think to be able to play with families. This might be the hardest one on my list.
I didn't even compare the 2.
Really?
Sushi Go and Planted?
Why not?
Well, I will say I haven't played Planted, but like once or twice.
Uh-huh.
Sushi Go I played many times.
Yeah.
Sushi Go Party, even more so.
Well,
Yeah.
I've only played Party.
You only played Party.
Sushi Go Party, yeah.
Yeah, that's where you combine everything. The basic Sushi Go is just like one
They
version.
have that version in Party. I've played it, so.
Yeah. So you can change the game the way you want to. But yeah, I never really compared Planted to that.
When
There
I
is
played
drafting.
Planted, I immediately just thought Sushi Go. I don't know why.
It's the drafting mechanism.
It's just
but
the
Planted
drafting.
is
It
a
has to
little
be,
bit
yeah.
more than.
That's like saying
drafting.
Seven Wonders is
Drafting,
drafting.
maybe more like Seven Wonders.
I liked Planted when we played. It was a cute game. I love the plant theme.
Yeah. I
but
think it's a great family game.
yeah. But my number 8 is Sushi Go Party.
It's a perfect crossover.
Yeah,
There you go.
I think that Sushi Go Party is the better of the 2, personally. But I love it. It's cute. Love cute games. I love the little tin it comes in. It's a small box game.
10.
It has a great insert, which I know are like board gamey things to care about. But we play with our family, and it's cute. You just set collecting, and it's really simple. The rules are really simple, and I think it's a great fun time. The score is usually kind of similar, so you're not having one person like rolling away with it, which I think is important for family games.
Yeah.
So that was
Yeah.
why it was my number 8.
Yeah, Planet of Me just added a little extra. I just liked it, I guess, so
Yeah.
I went with it. But Sushi Go also could sit there very easily.
Clearly.
I like them both.
But yeah,
I
number
would call
7.
that a perfect crossover.
Yeah.
In a way. Not really.
My number
the same
7 is Next Station. London, Tokyo, whichever one you like. It is a roll and write, or a flip and write, actually. And it's simple, but it's just a very fun little solitaire puzzle game. And yeah, you can play it with anyone. You just flip the card, you draw a line to the. It's a triangle, circle, square, pentagon. Just draw your
And
line.
you're passing the markers along.
Yeah.
Pass the little colored pencils along. Yeah, it's a great little game. I love it.
It's cute, yeah. And it was really quick.
You've played it, right?
Yeah. The thing that hurts it for, I guess, a family list would be 4 players.
Yeah.
It stops at 4 players.
Yeah, I did 4 players for a lot of them. I actually didn't go past 4 players on purpose. I just felt
really?
like 4 is a family number. In a
Oh,
way.
so a lot of family
I mean,
games.
maybe.
Yeah, because you have like the kids. And,
Yeah.
Yeah, we get together, and so it's like 6 to 8.
Yeah.
So
That's
what
like
I would
Like I
like,
didn't put some on here.
I guess the closest flip and fill I would do to that, but it might get too complicated. It would be like a welcome to. If
I've
y'all
never
that
played Welcome to.
good, it's good,
You
yeah.
played,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, no, I did. Yeah, To the Moon. Yeah.
one. Oh yeah, To the Moon's a bit more complicated one, but yeah, there's a simple version just called Welcome to, and it's about making a neighborhood.
Yeah.
Cute.
Yeah, good 4-player one then.
Yeah, smaller families.
My number 7. I don't know if this game is a 4-player game or not. It's Azul.
It is.
It's a 4-player. Can it go above 4?
Nope.
Nope.
Nope,
Dang.
it's 4, but that's okay.
But
Boxes.
still a very
No kids
good
allowed.
game. Yeah. Still a very good game. We play it quite often. And kind of like we said in another video, like Azul is just such a classic game. It's
Yeah.
a great, simple game. You can
For
play.
that reason, I took it off my list. Yeah.
You can
Oh, you
play
don't
with
want-
board gamers and non-board
Saturation,
gamers.
Yeah, it was just in the other video for Modern Classic.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's absolutely
Spoilers.
amazing game.
But I think that's
I guess.
that's what makes it such a good. But it's such a family weight game too, and I feel like people have such a good time with it, just like collecting. And it can get a little strategy towards the end there if you have a big old pile of snowflakes piling up, and you're like, who's gonna end up with them?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but I really enjoy that game.
And you say you don't like take that, but you purposely take the ones I want. I know you do.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't. That's not my strat. But
Coincidentally, every
Yeah.
time.
whatever. But yeah, that was my number 7, Azul.
Azul.
Okay, 6.
Let's keep it going.
Yep.
Number 6,
Number 6.
Cascadia.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
interesting.
Yeah, it
kind of
might be
heavy.
the heaviest one on my
Yeah.
list.
Oh, that's not too bad.
It's
though.
not, no.
Base
I think
game
it's
anyway,
Fine
but-
enough.
yeah.
I haven't played any expansions.
Well, not expansions, but the 5 they say you do these 5 animals.
yeah, the
first.
different animals. Yeah,
That's the easiest.
I think I've only done the base animals. But
Oh,
I've played it, 3 or 4 times or so, and I have a great time with it every time.
Yeah, so we talked about modern classics. I forgot about this one. But will it go on that? That's a list for another time. If you haven't watched that one, check that one out.
But I liked Cascadia. I've only played it that one time.
I
but
get it, just because I think we could play that with our families.
I think it would be a heavier one for sure.
I don't know. I think it might be up there with the Zool. I think our families.
I agree with that. I agree. It's about the same weight, probably. Yeah,
I thought Azul was a little bit
You
easier.
have a lineup of 4 things, and you're just picking.
You just grab
one of the
one.
4.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the
but-
scoring might be a little more difficult.
Yeah.
Now, if you're talking about doing well,
Yeah, doing well. Yeah,
that's another
You
thing.
want your
Azul, you
fish
just like
on
just
the
try and get the
line.
color next to the color.
Yeah.
just want to play the
This
game.
one, you've like,
Easy
all
to
right,
do.
you gotta get the points for these 5 different things
And the
Also,
environments, yeah.
it's more.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
But it is fun.
It's a fun game. And it's a very beautiful game too, and I always appreciate that in board
relaxing.
games.
It's a
Yeah.
relaxing game to play.
My number 6 is Chameleon.
Oh,
I
Chameleon.
did. I know. I feel like we play a lot of hidden roles. For whatever reason, that's really popular in our family. But I feel like Chameleon is such a family weight hidden role. That you can definitely get to the more difficult ones, and this one I feel like is a staple. Like really easy with families.
Had a good time. Everyone would play,
and you can play with a large
good
group
time
of
with
people.
Yeah.
So which is also a great
it
thing.
goes to 8.
Yeah, I think it's a higher player count.
But
6 or 8, something like that.
Yeah,
it's a
6
good
or 8.
game, and you just are trying to blend in, hence the name. If you're the chameleon, and I feel like it's so fun to be able to figure out the word if you're not the first person. It makes it a lot harder if you're the first person giving a clue and the chameleon.
Yeah, if you know what Spyfall is, it's a lot like that.
But yeah, love the game. Thought it was a really good addition to our family game nights, and thought it deserved a spot.
Yeah,
But yeah,
good pick.
yes.
I like it.
Number 5.
You didn't say that. Never mind. Oh, my number 5 might be a little bit of a hot take because it's a newer game.
Ooh.
And we played it recently, and it just really hit that lightweight, short kind of strategy game.
Is it Glassworks?
It is River Valley Glassworks. We played it. Our friend got it recently, and man, it was a good game. I definitely would love to play that
Yeah.
with family, friends, whenever. It's a fun game.
think
It's kind of an Azulish
Yeah.
thing.
And I think
I've played other games at similar weight.
we
But
finished
this
that
one
game
did it better in my
in
opinion.
like 20 minutes. It was so quick.
Oh, you know which one it was? Caesar's Empire.
Yeah. It's better than
Very
that.
similar to that, but just better.
Yeah.
The scoring makes more sense, and it's not as big and convoluted, and just faster.
Yeah. It was so quick.
Yeah,
We played
it
that
was
game
good.
so fast. And
was
it's a cute little game. I really enjoyed it. It was a good game.
Absolutely.
And you're just collecting little pieces of glass.
Great family game. Number
Yeah.
5. Recommend
Number
it.
5.
Yep.
Okay, my number 5 is Love Letter.
Ooh,
Love Letter.
Love Letter.
I really like Love Letter. And it is. Would you say it's a hidden role game? I mean, kinda.
Kinda. Your card's hidden.
Yeah.
Yeah, your
like
role is done.
Deductive.
Yeah.
Hidden roll.
Something. Maybe not hidden role exactly,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, because you're not. It doesn't make you do things like in coup. That's a
yeah,
hidden role.
Right.
But
This one doesn't change your actions. Throughout
no, but I still love Love Letter. I think it's a really
Hidden
good
info, I
one.
guess.
Yeah, I don't know what you would
And
call that mechanic.
I don't know, but it's a quick game, and super easy to understand, super easy to play, very portable. It's just a deck of cards. So I thought it was a great addition.
I love Letter.
Yeah, it's a great one.
Thank you.
And they have republished it so many different times, so you can get themed.
Many
ones.
different kinds.
Yeah.
I played the Batman version.
I have the Batman one.
Yeah. Is it different?
I heard people like seek that one out.
Yeah.
Really?
It's hard to
I've
find.
seen the Cthulhu one.
Yeah, there's all sorts. But no, it doesn't change the game.
No.
Oh, yeah.
I think that game can be way too long once you get high player count, though.
Really? I guess
I
we've
guess
never played with
depends-
more than like 6 people.
Oh yeah, I've played like the deluxe version that adds a lot
Yeah,
of things.
it
It's
goes up,
way too long at that
Oh,
point.
The base is just 4. I'm pretty sure.
Is it?
Maybe we've only played
it's
with
5.
4. I don't know. But anyway, that was my number
Well, the one
5.
I got has like the expansion to go up.
Oh, we've just never played
8.
with it. Yeah.
Yeah, I have.
Oh,
It
yeah.
has the spies and the chancellor in that one, which I think they're fine. Anyway,
Number
Anyway,
4.
what are we on? 4?
Yes.
moving right along.
I know. We're quick through this one.
Yeah,
I don't know why. Jesse, you got
I got some stuff.
opinion more. Yeah, I guess we can
This
discuss
one
the big
is-
list at the end.
This one is a bit different than what would have happened on the other list. We would have had so much crossover, but this one I think is different.
Yeah.
My number 4 is a game that we haven't played a ton, but man, do I love this game. And other people don't agree with me, but Cryptid. I love Cryptid.
I really
can
like it.
play that game.
You don't like it?
I hate it, but look.
I don't hate it, but it was, I don't know. I guess I've only played it once. So take that with a grain of salt.
Oh, that's a game that we can't just play once sitting at the
I same.
play like
Same.
4 or 5 times.
And I would love to play, and I think it's easy enough to play with family.
Honestly, I was kind of confused. And so I was trying to
Doesn't get
figure it
talked about
out.
enough. That
you
is
got to
fun.
play the
Yeah.
basic version. If you do advanced, it never works out. I've never seen it work out, even with
We
people who
did
played
it.
a lot.
I think it was fine. I think we
don't
did.
know.
Maybe I don't remember, but No, we didn't. No, we didn't.
You do
Advance.
love that game.
I do.
It's
I do
great.
love that game. I hope to get it for Christmas.
Oof. Hint, hint, wink, wink.
Not from you. It's on the list with our friends.
Oh, yeah. True.
That and no thanks.
No thanks.
You love no thanks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's a good family game.
Yeah, I could have maybe put that one on the list, but
But yeah, Cryptid, number 4.
Cryptid number 4.
My number 4 is Codenames.
Codenames.
Codenames. Such a good game.
Again, it's only not on this list because it's on another. But
Yeah. But I mean, it's such a good family weight game. You're in a team, so it's not too much pressure if you're a new gamer or not a board gamer at all. And if you are more of a board gamer person, maybe you can be the one giving the clues. And so if you're introducing it to your family, that's a great way to kind of dip their toes into playing these cute little card games. And I feel like it has lasting power. You can pull it out, put it on the table, do multiple rounds really quickly. It's a great game.
Yeah, I'm a champion for Codenames.
Yeah.
I would recommend it to everyone. I think it's a top game. It's
Top
a
game.
Fantastic game.
Agreed. Hence
Some
why
would call it a modern classic, even.
yeah. Who knows?
No.
No spoilers. Number 3.
Number 3 is a crossover.
Oh?
Can you guess?
Nah.
Come on.
You gotta give me a hint.
I can't.
Okay, we'll just say it.
is Love Letter.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
Love
figured it
Letter.
would be on
I love
yours.
that
You
game.
love this
Yeah.
game.
I play it with a lot of people. Everyone has a good time with it. I played it with students at my, because I work at a school, and they had a good time with it. I played it with family. I played it with so many people, and I always have a fun time. They always have a fun time. Just a good game.
It's a great game. It's a great game. Love it.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's not as good as No Thanks, but
Wait, no, haven't played that one.
I think Love Letter holds up as a gateway game.
absolutely,
Yeah.
I agree.
I would just avoid the high player counts. That's the only thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
3 or 4?
too many.
Great.
I've played
I guess 4.
maybe up to 6.
Yeah.
but 5
Or
6.
or if you're gonna do it, change the way you score it, because that's the thing that made it last so long. Is that someone had to win like 3 games or something like that?
It changes. I don't know. The rule book I have is like 4 players are playing, then you need to win like 4 or 5 of the chips.
Right.
If 8 players, you only need to win like 2.
I would reduce that for higher player counts. Like winning 3 when there's 7 people at the table.
That's a lot.
That's
Yeah.
very-
Well, the
That's a
game
lot.
it only comes with 13 chips, so you can't do more than like 13 rounds.
right. The version
13
I played
rounds
was
is
the
a lot.
deluxe version.
Yeah,
I
it
feel
can
like
be
there
a
was
bit.
more than that. But
Yeah, I don't know. Whichever one I got.
yeah.
Well,
I could be wrong about that. It's been a while.
my number 3 is a game that we got after we watched it on YouTube being played, and we were like, oh my gosh, that looks so fun. And then it comes out
was.
at every single Christmas. I feel like it comes out at every gathering, and it's
Hold on, I gotta
always a
guess.
hit. And it
Oh.
really gets people into it.
Oh, this was gonna be on my list. Camelot.
It is Camel
Yeah.
Up. It is
Yep.
Camel Up. This game is
It's on the short list.
yeah. This game is so fun. People love it. People love gambling on the camels. They love the crazy camel mechanic where they go backwards and you think they're gonna win and oop, nope, they're actually gonna lose.
Yeah, I think we've had some of the most like just fun times.
Yeah,
Yeah.
where you're holding the the pyramid and you're like, oh my gosh, is the yellow gonna roll? And then it does.
Yeah.
And it's it's just stuff like that. It's just always fun. People stand up in their seats.
Yeah.
So it's a good one.
Yeah, it's like watching a horse race in your own living room.
We've played like Ready Set Bet, and I feel like I've had people have more fun with Camel Up, and I'm like, I think Ready Set Bet is better.
I think Ready Set Bet is also a better game. It's more fun, but people love Camel Up.
Yeah, Ready Set Bet. Ready Set Bet. You're in the seat, whereas I think Camel Up. I feel like you're just a spectator,
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess.
and there's a lot to be added with that. Some people compare other racing games like Heat versus Downforce, and Downforce I feel like I'm a spectator, but Heat I want to be in the driver's seat in that one. so-
You are.
You are.
It is your
Yeah.
fault if you go too fast
Yeah.
and spin out.
Yeah.
I do like Heat.
But yeah, number
Yep.
2 already.
Number 2, also a crossover.
Oh,
What's another one that you think should have been on my list? That was on your list.
that was on my list.
You've already said it.
Mysterium.
That should have been on my list.
Oh, you didn't
But it
put
wasn't.
it?
It's on the short list.
Okay. Well, just tell me.
For whatever, like I think it was because it was more than 4. I just was thinking 4-player strategy games.
No.
This one's 5. It's Machikoro 2.
Oh, it's such a
Oh.
good one. Our family loves it.
Yeah, I guess with us being
Yeah.
married and having
Little
family a lot
bias.
together, we probably are gonna have some crossovers. But yeah, Machikoro again. I prefer space based, but Machikoro I think plays more is more beginner friendly.
Yes.
Yeah.
We've already kind of talked about it, so it's a great game. Try it out. The first one, not as good.
That's true.
This is one time where the sequel is actually better. My number 2 is maybe a hot take, and maybe this is a Wascom family game.
Well, I agree with you.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I owned this game, and I was a board gamer before Drew was, and I brought this game in, and we played this game so much that I have cooled on it almost completely. But it is a hit. And so much so that his parents have introduced it to people who have then bought their own game.
Oh, okay. It also should have been on my list, and I was going to talk about it because this is
It's Secret Hitler before we get too far into it.
one of my favorite games.
It is.
And yeah,
It is so fun, and I don't think that like your family expected like to love it. So we sat and played that
talk
game
about gateway games.
for hours.
I have gotten so many people. Gateway, this one and Camel Up. I had friends call me and be like, "Yeah, I went and bought that."
I bought that game,
Yeah.
and they play it without us. No, sorry.
Yeah, pickle.
Yeah, Tyler. But no, this game, we can literally sit there and play it over and over and over again because it's like, oh my gosh, I was the evil team and I won, or
Yeah,
if
I
win
bought
or
it on
lose,
work trips and
Yeah.
played with coworkers
Yeah.
who've loved it.
win or lose, people love
Extended
this
family,
game.
family friends.
Yeah.
And it's so funny to look your father-in-law in the eyeballs and tell everyone that he is a liar. And in reality, you're the liar. And he doesn't let you live it down.
No, he called you a snake in the grass.
But it is such a fun game. We always have such a good time with it. And I feel like it's going to stay around for forever.
Yeah.
Like your brother still is like, oh, let's play Secret Hitler.
I wonder. I feel like some people don't like that one as much.
I feel like
I think is-
I think gamers don't. I love it.
Yeah.
But when it comes to gamers,
Maybe just because there's some that replace it for them.
I prefer werewords, I guess. But I mean, honestly, they're pretty neck and neck for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
We
to
have
me, I
werewolves,
guess
too.
there's nothing like Secret Hitler because two people go on. It's almost like I guess Avalon 2 probably is similar. I haven't played that one, but you just like two of you go on the mission, and you know one of you is lying, so you both have to tell everyone else that it's the other person.
Oh, I love going
You
toe to
just
toe.
like some hit and roll
It's
games.
fun.
It's easier to lie. You can just blend in. This one, you just have to say no, it's you when you know
Yeah.
it's you, and it's just that's a blast.
It's so fun. But yeah, it does sometimes with families lend itself to like metagaming, where it's like, I know that this is your tell.
It never works out for me.
No,
It never does.
I always know.
I
when
try and
Drew's
be like, I
lying.
think it's you, and it's
Yeah, but yeah, that's why it had to be high up on my list because it is just such a.
I'm glad you talked about it because it's one that I wanted to. It hasn't been on my list, but like it was the game that got me into board
Yeah.
gaming, and I still love that game.
Yeah, so it's not my favorite. Like, I guess I'm one of the gamers that's like, oh, I love this game more, and I've cooled on this one. But if people want
Your
to
friend
play it,
like, hates that game.
yeah. But if people want to play it, then I will play it, and it's still a good time.
Yeah,
Still a good time.
I'm glad you agree with that.
But yeah, number 1.
Wow, we made it to one. That was fast.
It was.
Yeah.
My number one. I feel like you should be able to guess.
You always say this and give me no
I know.
confidence.
It is
Just out of the thousands of games.
Yeah, that we played.
yeah, family game, one that we pull out all the time, and I love this game.
I feel like I know what it is.
Just guess.
It's Decrypto.
It is Decrypto.
That is
Oh,
crazy.
Okay.
That's not. You're my wife. You should be able to guess. Yeah. So yeah, Codenames is amazing, but I do prefer Decrypto.
Same.
Decrypto basically is Codenames mixed with what is it called? Categories from the New York Times game.
Connection.
Connections, where you're trying to like
game.
connect words together. It's a phenomenal game. Absolutely. I wouldn't call it. I mean, you could play it with new players. I've played it with a lot of new players.
Yeah.
You can't teach it. People do not understand it. You just have to play it. And then they start to catch on and you play around like a learning round. But I love that game. Fantastic game.
You know what? You are not right often, but you are right about number 1 because Decrypto is number 1.
Let's go.
Crossover. There we
Number
go.
one crossover. But it is such a good game.
Yeah, we play that all the
We
time.
have our friends come over who are not gamers, and they're like, "We want to play that word game. We want to play the
Yeah.
word game." And like, it is such a good one, and we pull it out all the time. And it comes with so many different cards. It always has different combinations because you just randomly pull them. It has so much playability, and it's always a good time.
I really, really love trying to connect the words together. That's like one of my favorite. I
Oh,
love that
at
they
the
put that into a
end, yeah.
game. I don't know
Yeah.
of any other games that do that.
Yeah, at the end, it's so fun to be like, okay,
Well, not at the end. Like each time when you're trying to decrypt it,
yes,
you're
but
connecting the words.
But I'm saying even at the end, that's
Oh,
probably my
yeah,
favorite
yeah.
part of the game is like trying to figure out the other team's words based on the list. And I love being able to be like, oh, their word is clearly cave.
So the tiebreaker is supposed to be who can guess the most words, but we always
We
try to
always
guess
just
the
do it
word.
anyway.
It is
It's so
blast.
fun.
There's a game out there that has kind of killed Decrypto for me.
Really?
Yeah, we're all looking at the dog.
I know. I'm really. Come here.
It's like, oh, there's a lot of wires and stuff over there. There's a game called A Message from the Stars.
I have not heard of this.
So what this does is takes what you know about Decrypto, but makes it a co-op game. Thematically speaking, it's one versus many. The one is an alien race, and you're the humans, and none of you speak the same language.
we have heard of this. It was on Tom's video
Oh, I don't
from
know.
Dice Tower.
Yeah. So played this one at Origins Game Fair, and Ronald was like insta buy. He bought it, and I'm still on the fence about it. I think eventually I may get it, but I know Melissa doesn't like it. So
How is it for being able to teach it to, especially like family
the
members?
crypto
or-
can be challenging to teach.
It is.
impossible to teach.
Weirdly,
You cannot
yeah.
teach it. You have to
I
just
think
play it.
Messages from the Stars is easier because it's a co-op game.
Well, the crypto's a team game.
It's a team.
It is.
You're right.
Yeah,
But for some
Decrypto-
reason, the steps in the crypto makes it.
No, they don't make
Yeah,
sense.
and I don't know why, because once you start playing, it's like, oh, I just write down a word
Yeah.
that isn't the word
There's-
that my people need to guess that maybe isn't so obvious so the other people don't guess.
There's
But-
a lot of games that I'm like, I just need to come up with better ways. Sorry.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead.
No.
But
I
no,
agree.
it's like, it's what you were saying. Like,
Yeah.
for whatever reason, reading the rules is too much for people to grasp. And then you just
Yeah.
start playing it and it's like, oh, this is easy.
That's the one game I've decided that you just have to play it. That's what. You'll get
That
it. You just gotta play
and
it.
weirdly, the crew. The crew is impossible to teach.
Is it really?
Oh my God.
If you don't know the
cried.
trick taking.
I cried. Drew tried to teach
If
me
you've
that
never
game.
played Trick Taker,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah, and
you got to
was
teach
just
them a
like-
whole genre of games
Right.
before you can get into the crew.
Just like, I don't get it. No, the
Yeah,
crypto's
I was
not
trying
that
to
hard.
explain the trick taking and the cooperative, like how to win the tricks.
Yeah. It was-
Or win
Yeah.
the little cards. You have to win the trick to win the card, and it was a lot. We
Yeah.
got there eventually.
but Decrypto, great game. If you haven't played it, you should. It's a great family game.
So I wonder some
would
families might
try
find
it.
that more complicated. Because I wrote out a list.
It
They
is
aren't in
complicated.
order. I'm
It
just
is.
going to read them out that are probably less complicated. Ticket to Ride is on here. Nobody said anything. These are games that I played with my 98-year-old
We
grandfather.
we don't play Ticket to Ride. We should play it again. Honestly, it's been so long. I might like it.
If you want a bit more to it, I would recommend some of the other modules.
Yeah. And maybe that will make it a more enjoyable game for me.
Yeah, I mean, I've like not liked games when I played them the first time, and then play them again, and I'm like, okay, I like
This
it.
isn't that bad. Yeah.
Yep. King of Tokyo.
That's on my
I
list.
almost put it on there.
Yeah.
I almost did.
We've had a lot of fun with that one too.
We have.
It's hard to make a top 10. I love family games. They're like one of my favorite genre of games.
A recent one I added on here, and I really like it because you can learn a lot about the world. Is Trekking the World Second Edition.
Haven't played that one. We have Trekking Through History and played it with your mom. And she, the whole time, was like, I don't really know what I'm doing. And then crushed us in the score.
The thing about through history, I like it, but it is very abstract. It doesn't feel like I'm going through time. Whereas Trekking the World feels like you're walking around the world.
And the
in a
mechanics
way.
are better.
Yeah,
I enjoyed that game better.
yeah. Say Anything. That's something you could play with family, where you learn things about your family and stuff like
Cute.
that.
I like those.
Just One.
I almost put Just One. I like
Yeah.
Just One a lot. Out of the like word games, that was kind of like not as good as Decrypto for me, but still really enjoyed it.
Wavelength.
Not my favorite.
Yeah.
No,
Any
not
of
my
these
favorite, but
party
it's
games.
one you can play with family
Yes.
that you can get the table together. In fact, people could be walking around with food in their hand or whatever and still participate in the game. Code Names, of course, was mentioned.
Great one.
Ink and Gold. is
Never
a fun,
played that one.
simple push your luck game where you just got to make 2 decisions: keep going or stop. And games with fewer decisions, I think, are better for family games.
Agreed.
Llama, that's another one with very few decisions. It's a card game, really simple. Reiner Knizia game. Have y'all played this one?
No.
Yeah, it's a deck of cards with either a llama or numbers 1 through 6 evenly throughout, and you play a card in the middle. If it's a 1, you can either play another 1 or a 2. Whoever goes out first is the winner for that round, and whenever you go out, everyone else collects points for their cards.
You talked about this one.
Yeah, llamas are worth 10 points, so you don't want llamas, but they're equivalent to 0s or 7s, so it just keeps going in circles over and over again. It's a good family weight game.
Did No Thanks make your list?
I did not write that on my list for the...
Wow.
Although I did play that with my grandfather, who was super old and understood it.
I think it's pretty easy to
Splendor made the list, and Boggle. Classic.
yeah.
That one's something any family could get into. I don't own a copy of Boggle. I don't think I do. But when I was just thinking, what's a family game? Of course, you can go down the route of Monopolies and Scrabbles, but even those have a learning curve to them. Boggle, I could be like, I'm going to shake this thing. You make as many words as you want.
I like board games.
That's it.
Yeah, my honorable mention was Frosthaven,
Right?
Twilight Imperium.
Yeah.
Just a quick game.
Yeah, so if your honorable mention was also Frosthaven, let us know that in the comments below. But if you have any other family games that we need to get to the table, also let us know in the comments below. Hit that subscribe button. And until next time, the box
Is closed.